Andrea in Salt Lake City, what do you think?
I do think that higher education is important. I'm kind of more in the Mike Rowe camp, but it's just so insanely expensive that it's almost inaccessible to most people. I was able to go to college. I worked, joined the Navy, did a bunch of other stuff before that. Luckily had the GI Bill to pay for it, but I know down to the penny how much my tuition cost for the couple of years I was at university, and I walked past a fountain that cost just about my tuition for those 3 years to repair a fountain on campus, and it makes me absolutely insane every time.
So, okay, you took advantage of the GI Bill. That's one way, okay? Our last caller, he went military as well, and it sounded from his background that he didn't go to college, but there are ways to do it. You did it with the GI Bill, okay? Another way is a state school. Like I said, it's not as cheap as it was when I went to the University of Massachusetts, where I think they paid me to go there. No, I'm not kidding. I think they gave me a student loan. I think my tuition was $700 a semester, and they gave me a student loan of $1,500, so that I used to go and pick up a check at the beginning of every semester. But there are ways. I don't think there's anything like that going on anymore, but there are ways to get an affordable education. A lot of state schools, there's the GI Bill. So would you recommend that? There's ways to get it done without going into $100,000 of debt.
Yeah, well, in the GI Bill, I mean, that's got to be a multifaceted approach. I think that if you join the military first, you get a little bit of life experience. Maybe you get a little more time to figure out what it is you want to do with your life and develop skills to persevere and to buckle down and to study. Then you've got the GI Bill, you're not in debt, and you have a clear goal of what you want to do.
Clear goal, that's key. That was my thing of working in a store. Andrea did military. I went and worked in a men's clothing store. I was on the front lines of a bunch of tweed coats. But
just as dangerous as the work I did, probably.
But, Andrea, the key is motivating, gets you clear on what you want to do. Whereas when you've been in school since kindergarten, you go through high school, it's all about the homework and getting the grades and everything. Then you go right into college. I think there's a lot of partying going on in college and everything like that. And people say, oh, look at these kids, they want to go to spring break. Well, they want to go to spring break because they're losing their minds because all they've ever done is sit in classrooms. Get out there and work, get clear, and then you can go to school, go to a trade school, do a 2-year program, or go ahead, do the 4-year degree, go to med school, but take some time to work and get clear. Good. Andrea, thanks for the call.